Greetings and welcome to a ramble with me. It feels like it's been a bit of a while since I've dived into an exam question, like traditional exam. So yeah, this might be a bit weird for me, but let's see. I'm sure we'll be able to weather any weirdness that comes our way. We are busy with the paper 2 of November 2022 from the department, looking at question 8.2 today. In the diagram, triangle ABG is drawn. Okay. ABG. Okie dokie. D and E are midpoints of AB. D and E, what? D is the midpoint AB. Oh, and AG. Okay, so E is the midpoint of this guy. Okay, we see that over there. Okay, so then we immediately know these are parallel, which is the first question. Anyway, okay, cool. For a reason that I've forgotten, I've actually even just started thinking I must avoid these questions because I just always forget how to say the reason. In fact, I'm just going to go right ahead and look that up real quick. Before we even go anywhere, I think it's something like now I'm trying to, even like when I'm searching on Chrome, it remembers what I'm trying to find, the exact Siavula page I'm trying to find, because without fail I will always forget this reason. Okay, let me not pronounce this over myself. That ain't right. Anyway, so, okay, there's line parallel to one side triangle. That one tells us that the two sides will be split in the same proportion. And then the converse of it is line divides sides in prop. Okay. Okay, I need to write those down somewhere and remember forever. Okay, so the reason that we know that these lines are parallel is because this line divides these two sides in the same proportion. No, yes? Yeah, because this is 1 to 1, 1 to 1 as well. Yeah, so this line divides these in the same proportion. So then we know it's parallel to the third side. Right, anyway, AG and BG are produced to C, so extended to C and H respectively. What is with me and not finishing my sentences? AG extended to C, BG extended to H, okay. F is a point on BC such that FG is parallel to CH. So we have this situation here. This side is parallel to this side, meaning that this side gets split in the same proportion as this side gets split by this line. Okay, cool. First question, give a reason why DE is parallel to BH. That's what we spoke about. Now. Not now, but now. The reason is that the line DE divides what? Divides sides, the sides AB and AG in proportion. Right, that proportion being 1 to 1. I mean, just being extra there, but yes, line DE divides the sides AB and AG in proportion. Right. Okay, and then so we now have that these are parallel. Okay, so then the next question says, if it is further given that FC to BF is a quarter, so if this is 1, then this will be 4. If this is 2, this will be 8, and so on. DE is equal to 3x minus 1 over here, and GH is equal to x plus 1. calculate giving reasons the value of x. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on here. Okay, so we know that okay, if this is 1k, then this is 4k. Okay, then we know that DE is 3x, 3 times x minus 1, and we know that GH is x plus 1. Okay, right, and then we are asked to find x. Ooh. Okay, so what immediately stands out, well, not immediately, but what stands out for me is, okay, these guys that we're talking about are living in this little system that I pointed out, right, where we've got this line splitting this side and this side. So this and this are going to have the same proportion as this to this, right? So this is also going to be 1 to 4. So given that this is x plus 1, then that means that this is 4 times that, so 4x plus 4. Then, furthermore, we now look in this system, okay, where we know that this triangle and this triangle are similar, right? And we know that the proportion factor, if I can call it that, is 2, because this side is double the length of this side is double the length of this side. So then this side will be double the length of this one. So this 4x plus 4 will be the same as 2 times that, which can then we can then use to solve for x. Okay, so let's write all of that mathematically. Okay, so first and foremost, we know that BG, how do I want, yeah, okay, I'll do BG over GH just because I want to get an expression for BG, so I'm not going to put it in the bottom because then it's harder to get out, so I need to put it at the top. So the ratio of BG to GH is going to be the same as the ratio of BF to FC, and that is because, oh, what's the reason? I forgot it again. Third line, what? Line parallel to third side triangle, I think that's how it goes. Oh no, I lost it. Line parallel to one side triangle. Okay, line, so the line, in this case FG, is parallel to one side of the triangle BHC, right? Okay, so that means that the ratio of BF to the ratio of BG to GH will be 4 to 1, right? And so therefore BG over x plus 1 will be equal to 4, right? Which means BG is the same as 4 times that, which is 4x plus 4. So we now have one expression for BG, which is 4x plus 4, right? But now we also know that in triangles ADE and ABG, okay, the angle A is common to both triangles. The angle D is equal to the angle B, because I'm being lazy. I should name these more diligently. Okay, but less ambiguously. So we have ADE is equal to ABG, because corresponding angles DE parallel to BG. And then lastly, angle AED is equal to angle AGB. And we can just say it's the third angle. You can just say third angle, or you can say angle sum of, yeah, that's gonna be more verbose. Let's just say corresponding angles. Right, corresponding angles DE parallel to BG as well. Okay, so what does that tell us? That tells us that triangle ADE is similar to triangle ABG, because we've shown that their set of angles is the same. Okay, so now that means that AD over AB is equal to DE. Which ones am I actually interested in? So I want to show, okay, yeah, so I care about DE to BG, and then either of these, because I know for both of them it's 1 to 1. So DE to BG, and that's because of the similarity of the triangles, right? And we know that AD to AB is 1 to 2, so DE to BG will also be 1 to 2. We know that DE is 3x minus 1, so I'm just gonna go right ahead and flip these around. In fact, I could just do that from the start. Okie dokie. Right. Oh, oops. So BG, I forgot about DE, is 3x minus 1, is equal to 2, which means that BG is equal to 2 times that, which is 6x minus 2. Right. So we have another expression for BG, which is 6x minus 2. So we can now use solve for x using this equation. Right. So 4x plus 4 is equal to 6x minus 2. 4 plus 2 is equal to 6x minus 4x. 6 is equal to 2x, and therefore x is equal to 3. And if we just quickly sanity check up in here, 6 times 3 minus 2 is 16, and then 3 times 3 minus 1 is 8, so that's already looking good. 8 to 16, 1 to 2, that's the ratio we're expecting. And then 3 plus 1 is 4. Right, so the ratio of that to that is also 1 to 4. So happy days. Right, let's see what the memo thinks of our endeavors. Right. Oh, hectic. Okay, so for the first one, you could have said midpoint theorem. I don't know what the midpoint theorem says. Let's look that up. Midpoint theorem. The midpoint theorem states that the line segment joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and equal to half of the length of the third side. Okay, so that's cool. It's cool because it packs a punch. It says a lot. In the name of midpoint theorem, I wouldn't have needed to show that these two triangles are similar. I would have just said, well, this is half of this because of the midpoint theorem. So there is merit to knowing the midpoint theorem. Saves you some work. Alternatively, we could have said converse prop intercept theorem. Hey, okay, so I'm guessing that's another way of saying this. Converse prop intercept theorem. Interesting. Right, okay, so yeah, so for 8.2.2, they do get x is equal to 3, which is cool. And yeah, like I said, they've used the midpoint theorem to reduce some of the work that I had to do for not knowing the midpoint theorem. They use the similarity of ADE and AB. This is not an alternative solution. They used the similarity without proving it. That is so bad boy vibes. But yeah, anyway. Cool. That ends that bramble. See you another time for another chat.